Bougie, beautiful, kind, loyal, hardworking, and more often than not, a booty that you can bounce a quarter off of. Happy Taurus season! Happy birthday, Taurans. I am not gonna lie, I can really get behind a Taurus. In more ways than one. I am just a really big fan. They're always so generous and kind and friendly, like truly, and they're always on time, which I'm a very big fan of. So happy birthday, Taurans. I trust that you're going to enter this season on a really big high, given that your ruler, Venus, is currently in Taurus right now. So this is a very auspicious time. Interestingly enough, when I was shuffling the cards, the energy that was coming through was of a swimmer, just going very steady. There wasn't this need to speed up. You weren't losing stamina or endurance. It was almost like they were in this Olympic-sized pool and there was lanes and there was other swimmers that were coming in and out, but you weren't worried about them. You were just like literally staying in your lane. And there was an energy too where you hit one side and then you like deep dived into the water and it's like you're in this new body of water. Be careful of like head injuries or just like knocking your head or feeling like you have to go way faster. It's like you don't need to rush anything right now. Quintessential Taurus energy, slow and steady. If you're feeling really restless or you want to get somewhere really quickly, this, of course, if things present themselves, take advantage of it. But it very much was stay the course. Because when you kind of deep dived into this energy of this beautiful light and energy and prosperity, and then when you resurfaced up, it was like that scene from the first Charlie's Angels movie where they follow the helicopter and then they walk up the beach and they see Charlie's house. Like that was the beach vibe. It's like you finally found your home or your peace, or everything is going to be culminating, but there is going to be some of that emotional work. And I think a lot of that will be taking place during that Scorpio full moon that we have on April 26th. It's going to be a little bit wet and wild. So if you feel the need to maybe retreat or go internally and do some of that emotional work, that full moon in Scorpio will be the time to do so that you can reemerge and take advantage of that first week of May when we still have Venus and Taurus making very good aspects to all your beautiful Taurus energy. Also a starfish was there, so like kind of rebirth and regeneration. And I literally saw a skull, but not in an ominous way, like in a rebirth, ego death way. So I think if you can go to the depths of your soul, do some of that internal alchemy, you're going to come up and really land in a place that you've always wanted. And then of course, the first three cards I pull are all major arcana. One of them being the Death card, which of course means transformation. The Death card also is linked to Scorpio full moon. Like when I laid that card, I was like, I see you, universe. So we have the Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune and then the Death card. So these cards are no joke. Like with the Judgment card, this is really about potentially a second opportunity or something that you didn't have a chance to fully take advantage of before is now coming around for round two. I keep hearing like love or lovers, like course, Venus and Taurus. If there was an opportunity where maybe a relationship didn't work out or the timing wasn't right, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are just aligning yourself in better relationships, not just in love, but everything, in work, in friendships, the love that you're showing yourself, and all the hard work that you've been putting in, Taurus, is not for naught. You have been putting all of this in. Everything is coming up to your turn. You don't have to struggle so much. Remember that kind of image I saw of the swimmer just staying their course. There's no need to rush anything. You really are able to just allow this energy to come in. And the Death card, of course, with this energy being very much linked to Scorpio and that inner alchemy, that Phoenix rising moment, this is a chance for all of your hard work, all of your sacrifice to really come into fruition. Like these two cards together, there's going to be some shifts that are taking place. Of course, if you want it, a really big thing with the Judgment card is you can see this archangel blowing the horn, the trumpet, and you're going to notice like this for me should be something very obvious or something you've always wanted or just an opportunity that will present itself. And so long as you allow yourself to just surrender and let go and partake in this energy, it will prove to be very fruitful. And like I said, with the energy of you going deeper and really doing some emotional work, there will be a very pleasant outcome. So let's see what else is coming through for Taurans. What else do Taurus angels need to know? The number 6 keeps coming up. So again, victory, fanfare, celebration, but also the need for balance, Taurus. So of course, you know about self-care, putting in that work, but just making sure kind of like all the books are balanced, your relationships are balanced, the work and rest is balanced, masculine, feminine, all these things, so that you have the energy and the stamina to keep going when maybe those around you are burning out or not having the motivation that you have to really excel during your season. Yeah, and a snake, like that Kundalini energy, or just like that sexual rebirth, sacral energy is definitely coming through. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, the card that I pulled that's underneath the Judgment, we have the Tower. So don't be surprised if you're feeling like things might be crumbling, or that everything is at a brink, or you're reaching a climax and you're like, I don't know if this is going to work. You're putting so much energy towards a project and you're about to launch it and you're just not sure. It just seems like you're exhausted. The Tower card with the Judgment card, I mean, this is ultimate destruction and crumbling of things that are no longer serving you. So this is an opportunity, Taurans, for you to reevaluate your entire life, truly. And I mean, that's 4 major arcana now. So this is no joke. To really see what isn't working. You get to tuck and roll before things might get difficult. I always say with the Tower card, it's not necessarily a bad card, but you can do it the easy way. Listening to these cues, even if it may not be the answer you want at that moment, it's going to allow you an opportunity to take advantage of a different course that you may not have access to later on. You can still get to the end destination, but it's going to be a much more pleasurable walk or scenic route than having to struggle along, let's say in a desert, or without the luxuries or the resources that you can have if you bounce earlier. And it's fitting that the next 2 cards are very benevolent. And so before we had that Wheel of Fortune and Death, a lot of rebirth, blessings, karmic energy coming to the surface. And then we have the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords coming through. So this is an alignment with really drawing in powerful energy. With Knight of Cups, knights are messengers, remember, and this can usually relate to love or just benevolent energy coming your way. And if we're looking at cups, that's water energy. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And we did have this Scorpio card earlier before. So some of you might just be attracting Scorpios to you. They're a good bunch. And remember, Taurans and Scorpios, they're opposing signs. So you can often learn so much from the sign that's opposing you on the zodiac wheel. So there might just be something that you could really learn, or that they can hold space for you in a way that maybe other signs couldn't. And if we're talking about tenacity and really putting forth energy to get a job or a goal complete, that's Scorpio. Fixed signs in general, but Scorpios really do have that inner will and going through the emotions, understanding that transmutation and transformations of their emotion and energy. And King of Swords, you're really stepping into a lot of power or mental acuity to really be sharp. And if some of you are really focusing on career or business, you're going to really want to step it up a notch and get smart and be either your own self and getting your mind very clear on what you want, or you're going to want to work with just more intellectual people to expand your team in a way where you have masters or experts alongside you to really bring this all into completion. And I have a smirk because the bottom card, remember, I was like 6, keeps going through like balance, making sure everything's good, that you're not overexerting, you're not underappreciating yourself. Oh yeah, okay. First bottom card, we have Justice. The scales, balance. Also, a lot of times the card that's on the bottom of the deck can be like a kryptonite card or things that you're not seeing. So maybe be careful like Libras, or if there's a Libra that's trying to get your attention and you're just like, I don't have time for this right now, I need to focus on me. Be mindful. Not all Libras are bad, of course, but this is a Libra card. Also, Jen, just making sure everything's balanced and good to go. And then the other bottom card, 10 of Cups. everything coming to completion, dreams coming true, all the things that you've been working towards. Like I said, also, if you haven't watched it lately, that first Charlie's Angel movie is such a vibe. I'm just like low-key obsessed with all three of those main actresses. But you finally re-emerging, being on this beautiful beach, getting to that end destination you've always wanted, Taurans. There's going to be some work, but so long as you can trust that everything you're doing is moving towards this beautiful goal, you're going to be attracting the right people. And the karmic energy that you've been putting in for a long time is coming too. And let me just say this, November 19th, we have an eclipse with Taurus, like that Taurus full moon, I believe. Yeah, so it's a Taurus full moon eclipse because the nodes will be shifting, so that the north node will be in Taurus moving forward after we finish off the eclipses this year in Gemini and Sagittarius. So with the north node moving into Taurus, later on this year, you are planting the seeds to really move into being a very auspicious sign, especially next year with the north node in Taurus and then Jupiter in Pisces. This is a very benevolent energy. So please note that the seeds that you plant this year during your solar return, or just if you have a Taurus moon or rising, you're going to be in a very powerful position moving forward, if not already in the weeks to come. So that is my general reading for my beautiful Taurus angels. Please be sure to check out your rising and your moon sign videos, of course, for greater clarity. If this video resonated, please feel free to tag and share with your friends and loved ones. And if you want to leave a tip, they're always appreciated. And I love seeing them. I love all of your guys' support. And if you want to book a one-on-one reading, let's make it happen. Link for all of that is in my bio, or DM me with any questions. And I will talk to you very soon. Have a beautiful Taurus season. Happy birthday. And I'll see you for Gemini season, okay? Bye.